to go pack? It is your girl Natalya Michelle coming to you live from my studio, obviously again at 5:08 a.m. because I don't fucking sleep. Either way, this is another video talking all about Clubhouse and how to format your bio on Clubhouse so you can optimize leads and follows not only on Clubhouse but also on your Instagram and any other social media platform you want to optimize leads on. Let's get into the video because I hate fucking long intros. So the reason why your bio is super fucking important on Clubhouse is because regardless if you are a moderator, a speaker, in the audience, whatever that might be, people are going to click on your bio to see who the hell you are and why you're in that room, why are you speaking, why are you credible, and just get to know who the hell you are. When they first initially click on your profile, there's going to be 3 to 4 lines that appear, and after that it kind of gets cut off. After that, people have the option to click on your profile even more so to figure out if they want to keep getting to know you, and that's when your whole profile's there, or that's when your whole bio is there. With Clubhouse, there is no way to add pictures or videos or essentially media to Clubhouse since it is an audio-based platform only. So that is another reason why your bio is so fucking important. So the first tip that I have for Clubhouse is number 1, you have to customize your bio to each room that you are joining, and your bio is never going to be the same for each room that you are joining. And that is the number 1 tip that I have never seen anybody on YouTube talk about when it comes to Clubhouse. Personally, for me, the reason why I was able to generate so many leads and so many connections, not only just to my Instagram, but actually in-person collaborations and business deals through Clubhouse, was because I kept optimizing my bio for every single room that I was into. Let me explain. Let's go into the 3 first lines. Let's just say I joined a stock market group, which was what I was doing before I recorded this YouTube video. Since I was in that stock market room and I actually was a speaker in that room, the key thing that I wanted to express to these people was that I knew what the fuck I was talking about and I knew what the hell I was doing. So obviously in the first 3 lines of my Clubhouse bio, I made sure to include anything and everything about business, the financial market, and specifically the fucking stock market. And then obviously throughout my bio on Clubhouse, I decided to mention more things that had to deal with entrepreneurship, the stock market, and we'll talk about it later, but I decided to add many different lead funnels, specifically 3 lead funnels that had to do with the stock market. The second thing that you want to do on Clubhouse is specifically for those 3 lines, you want to optimize it as much as you can for each room that you're going into. You want to make people feel an emotion so that way they can click and read the rest of your bio. This emotion might be shock, it might be happiness. Usually it's shock. For me specifically, my oh wow feature for a lot of the financial rooms on Clubhouse is the fact that I'm only 19 and I'm already a 6-figure entrepreneur. So obviously, what do? I shock the shit out of people and I put that as the first thing in my fucking bio. If I'm joining a acting room, I obviously would mention some of my highlights that I worked with HBO, Disney, TLC, or even if I'm joining a filmmaker room, I would obviously add those as the highlights to not only give myself credibility, but also add my age in there just to give that wow shocking factor. That is essentially what I'm adding to the first 3 lines of my Clubhouse bio. And then after that, I incentivize engagement, which is number 3. On the second line of my Clubhouse bio is where I really incentivize engagement pertaining to the room that I'm in. Just to add on another reason why you really want your bio to be very optimized, especially those first few lines, is because if you can create that wow factor with your whole entire profile, but specifically those 3 lines and also your incentivizing engagement portion, or that second portion right after your first 3 to 4 lines, you can get brought up into a room just like that. I know I personally have been brought up into many different rooms, such as the stock market rooms, such as the TikTok rooms, just because I mentioned that I am a 6-figure entrepreneur, which automatically gives me credibility, and also because I have 287,000 followers on TikTok. Obviously, me getting on stage and being a speaker obviously gives me more eyes on my profile and therefore more followers and more engagement. But regardless of the situation, let's move on to tip number 4, which is your call to action. It elaborately describes who you're helping, what you're helping people with, and how you're going to help them. An example of this in the content creator rooms in my Clubhouse is this. I help people create quality content, get your content seen with the power of social media and my network. So either way, in summary, this is my call to action. It describes that I help content creators get their content seen, and how I help them is with the power of my network. Let's just say I was in a stock market room, right? My call to action, my CTA, would be I help beginner stock market traders with options trading and swing trading grow their portfolio to their first $10,000 through my Discord. And then after that, I can have a link in my bio to my Discord so that way they can join. Same thing with your CTA. You want it to be customized for the room, the Clubhouse room that you're getting into, and also the type of people that you're speaking to and the type of people that are going to be looking into your profile. Tip number 5 is your general lead funnel. Obviously, everybody is very, very, very freaking diverse, and everybody has a lot of different interests. So either way, regardless, I say got questions, want to collab, or need any help with anything, DM me on Instagram. And that leads into number 6, my list. Like I was explaining, everybody has different interests, different hobbies, and different personalities on Clubhouse, and obviously everybody just doesn't do one thing. We all do multiple things. It says filmmaker, actor, model, dancer, entrepreneur, business owner, yada yada yada, you get it. But essentially it just describes all the things that I dive into and all the niches that I personalize and I coach on and that I work around, or what I do for a living. Another key note to take away is obviously you can tell that I have emojis with my list and also throughout my profile, which adds some personalization, which gets into number 6. Add some personalization to your Clubhouse bio. So many times I see so many people just like listing their credentials on why people should collaborate with them on Clubhouse, and it gets to a point where it's kind of just like boasting their ego, and I'm just like, dude, like I get it, you've been on Forbes. Shut the fuck up. But add some emotions, add some personalization, and plus if you add emojis in the right place, then you can catch people's attention. Tip number 7 is you want to add your highlights. For me personally, I hate it when people add their highlights like their fucking big highlights on the first few lines of their Clubhouse. Unless if it's something like Forbes or you met Gary Vee, I mean, go ahead and add that, sis. You do you. But for me personally, some of these people's highlights are a little bit as if they're boasting their ego. So I like to just have a section of my top 4 highlights depending on the room that I'm into. So obviously your highlights, once again, are very personalized to the room that you're into, but don't add too many highlights. We get it, you do a lot of shit. But add like a good 4 to 5 highlights. The last thing you want to add, which is tip number 8, and this is specifically for me that I like to do, is put where you're based at, especially if you're doing in-person collaborations or if you're up late as I am usually, so that way you can connect with people not only around your area locally but also internationally. For me, because I am based in San Diego, physically based in San Diego and also in Los Angeles, I added based in San Diego and LA at the bottom of my profile, so that way when people just skim through, that's one of the first things that they see, especially if it's a local room in my area. But yeah, that is how to create a Clubhouse profile. There's so many other different and amazing things that we can go over when it comes to Clubhouse. If you have any more questions whatsoever, please go ahead and comment them down below. And if you found this video helpful, shoot a thumbs up and subscribe and join the Indigo Pack. Either way, thank you so much for joining. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next video.